think arcade mode looks awesome,
Do it.
just pick it up and you can bounce right into arcade mode and jump right to this level. We're not putting any limitations on people as far as needing to complete any aspect of the game. You can just jump right in and start hammering this stuff.
It's very competitive. I mean, in the leaderboard game in the office is, it definitely gets you going. You know the minute that you blew a gold run too, like if you didn't take something just the right way.
Well, time to reset.
Exactly.
Yeah,
which is cool. I mean, it's like a Formula One race. If you didn't hit turn number 3 exactly right, you got to start over again. If you're going for that like number 1 spot on the leaderboard, and we definitely have like a healthy competition going on in the office.
While we're loading up, let's remind folks to head over to the official Doom Twitter account, @Doom, to try to get in on the giveaway for the awesome UAC console and some hand-signed copies of Doom for Xbox One.
It's right here.
He's going to pull it out
I don't
again.
know if I'm on camera right now, but...
You are.
There we go. Look at that.
It's awesome.
It's badass.
It's
It's
amazing.
a real piece of hardware.
It's got real blood on.
We have literally...
We've sacrificed the team just to create this console, but yeah, it's really, really cool. Nice little giveaway. So he will set up his loadout here. This is a little bit further in the game, so obviously far more of the weapons. Actually, I think you have all the weapons at this point.
Yeah, and they're all mastered too, which is awesome because you're like you're fully equipped. You're definitely ready to rock at this point.
Mastering some of those was fun during the single player.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a completionist, so I had to master all the weapons and get all the runes upgraded and do all that stuff. And it was a lot of fun. It was like, okay, I guess I'm going to play like this for a little while.
Yep,
and,
absolutely.
Use this weapon that way.
Yeah, I didn't mention that when we were looking at this before, but the runes are all mastered, quote unquote, mastered or upgraded as well. So here you go. He's going with vacuum savagery, which is the faster glory kills, and then equipment power. Yeah, increased effectiveness of equipment. There you can see, if you can see that on screen, the kind of ratings that you can go to, and you can change your difficulty right here. So Hugo's going to play and hurt me plenty, but if you hit the shoulder buttons, you can change to ultra bounce. You can use any of the difficulty settings.
I assume there's a bonus for how difficult.
Actually, the scoring changes per difficulty. So if you want the absolute highest score you can get, you would want to play in a higher difficulty. So a perfect run in Hurt Me Plenty isn't going to get the highest scores like a Nightmare run.
It's cool. Like in addition to removing some of the moments that might slow you down in the regular single player campaign, we also like even some of the puzzles. Like for example in Bloodkeep A, you usually have to wait for these like stones to rise up so you can get across, but we put a jump pad there so you could just like it feels like a speed run, like you could just play it as fast as you possibly can. And it is about that. It's just about, I mean, we think that's what people want to do when they play Doom naturally, is to just kill as much stuff as fast as possible.
Yeah, it was
with as much style as possible.
I can see people who have played the game already and are looking for an excuse to go back to.
Yeah.
You know, just watching you play is making me want to go back or play this when it's released.
We actually, I love the faster glory kills.
Yeah.
So
What's cool is, the sound in here isn't too loud, but the feedback in arcade mode is pretty addictive. Like it's obviously it's very arcadey, but
that little ding ding button.
Yeah. It is. It's
like
the
that casino.
Exactly. That sort of satisfaction that we all get out of like hearing the intense amount of arcadey feedback when we do something, combined with kind of the intense action that goes on in the game. It just feels really good. Just everything you do as a player is really celebrated. Our sound guy Chad Mossholder and the team has done like a really good job, I think, of just making it feel like a standalone experience, something that really gives you a fresh take on the single player campaign. I really enjoyed it.
The sound was generally pretty excellent. I mean,
it was really badass, but this is cool. It's like we kind of messed around with different sound types too, and I think in the end went with something that was kind of, we call sort of hell tech, sort of sci-fi arcade sounding. I should go for that extra life. I'll do it later.
It's one of the hell levels. It might be this one, but there's a point where you kind of hear these voices.
Yeah.
And it's coming from somewhere, and it's like when you play with headphones on, it's really amazing.
Where are you?
That's always fun. That thing shoots off in all different directions.
Okay.
I was playing the other day once, and it actually flew off the map. It was like that moment where I'm like, oh my god, I just lost all those
Reset.
points. Yeah, exactly. It was that reset moment.
Nice.
It's really like, again, kind of doing the things that we felt like even towards the end of it was a rare game for us where even at the end of development, like, we still were having fun playing the game despite the fact of playing it hundreds of hours, and this just kind of feeds into that. We feel like
It is.
people.
Finally, all my practice is paying off.
Yeah, exactly. And it really is fun to watch people play, and I mentioned that we do that around the offices. Watch the streams of people playing, and I mean, it makes you want to go back and try those things. And now that we've associated score with it and leaderboards, I think it's really going to be a cool opportunity to get back and I almost want to see something like this. Esports is such a big thing, and it's that mono a mono thing is definitely the bread and butter of it. But there's something to this kind of thing that I would love to see, kind of really hit the esports side of things, where it is almost like a skater attacking a half pipe or a skate park.
Like an X Games little competition.
Yeah, exactly.
What I like about it too is, because we went back and forth on this, but like, it's kind of a simplified sort of arcade mode in that we really focus on things that count, which is basically, as a Doom player, you want to deliver. Oh my god, I forgot to get the thing.
Oh, see, your run is busted.
I was talking. I wasn't paying attention.
You got that guy though.
You got a lot of
There we go.
You really want to do two things. You want to take damage, and you want to you want to deliver damage, and you want to avoid taking damage.
Yeah.
And basically that's how the multiplier works. Is you deal as much damage as possible, and avoid taking damage. When you take damage, the multiplier goes down. When you deliver damage, it goes up. And that's to me, that's really simple. Like nice and simple. Not unlike the way the single player campaign. I mean, we got a lot of people who talked about that, how it felt tight and kind of understandable and simple, yet still nuanced and fun. So I think arcade mode is very similar. And then just going for the medals, like headshots and stuff. I was playing a lot in preparation for coming here, and it's just really fun because you get really slick with. I mean, it encourages in a nice way for the player to play with style. Kill with style.
We need to get that on t-shirts. Kill with style. Doom. And of course, again, Hugo mentioned that the sound isn't loud here, and so I don't know how it is on the stream, but
It's
the
loud.
music, the music. But the music, again, we've just gotten a ton of great feedback, a lot of compliments on the music that Mick Gordon did, and when you're playing in arcade mode, and it's just like you're getting all the like beep 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 of the kills and the medals and the multiplier going up. On top of the pounding music, it really is. It's kind of a totally different experience. So
You can see the pulse going. I think.
yeah, exactly.
Even the single player game did.
Yeah.
So I can imagine how intense this is.
There he is. He's up there. That's why we put that white highlight. So it's
Yeah,
too much of
it's
your
not wasting time.
multiplier. Yeah, there we go.
Is there any map in this? Like if he had to bring up a map?
No, actually, we don't have that. It's all about that
This
fast
is-
run.
This is a good case where, like, in the normal game, you would have waited for those to come up, but for the sake of the speed of arcade mode, and basically, I've already blown my gold run because I wasn't playing fast enough. Like, you really want to.
Stacking those medals.
You really want to make sure that you kill every guy and that your run is kind of perfect, so that way you're not blowing your multiplier as you're searching for that last guy. So there is definitely kind of a strategy to the whole thing.
It kind of seems like they're quick enough that you can easily do a couple runs. Like, oh, all right, this will be my practice run. And
Yeah, definitely.
without investing a ton of time.
And I
like
mean-
you said, like before school or
Yeah.
on your way to work or before your way to
Or at work.
We're lucky we get to do it at work.
Exactly. Marty, I gotta check up on
I
the
gotta test.
arcade mode. Yeah, whatever. It is fun. Like we always said during the development of the game, and when we were talking to people about it once it shipped, that we really just focused on the fun. That was really the only thing that mattered in Doom, and this mode really kind of is all about that. It's just about pure fun. And
It's worth bringing up here. When you pick up a power up, it actually boosts your multiplier. So you basically go almost immediately to max multiplier. So you really want to. It's a big part of. Yeah, it's a big part of your planning your runs, so that the more you play, the more you know kind of when the enemies appear, where they appear, so that you plan those pickups right at the right moment to get the max value out of your multiplier and the time that you're holding the multiplier.
yeah, because when you're killing things with multiplier, it's definitely a good thing. I probably picked that up too soon.
So will this DLC or the next update will they include new achievements?
Yeah, the next DLC will have new achievements. That'll be the way we do our releases of DLC is we release kind of about a week before the DLC comes out, and again we haven't announced it. It's not too far away, within the next month or two. But the way we do it is the week before the actual DLC drops, we release all of the free content. So we'll have a ton more Snap Map content, some really good Snap Map stuff. I can't even begin to Snap Map is really come a long way. But we have a lot more Snap Map content for DLC 2. That's all free. We'll release the two other free-for-all modes, in addition to Deathmatch, which is coming out next week. And Arcade mode will be part of that. And then the week after that will be the DLC 2 premium content, which includes the new maps that the people haven't seen yet, and a new gun and those types of things. The new armor sets, just like we did on DLC 1.
I have to do this.
Adjusting, and this is not a penalty, by the way. Actually, so when you go in and you adjust your runes, your loadouts during the course of the gameplay, doesn't harm your multiplier.
Let's see, no bronze.
Yeah, I blew it.
Yeah, he's a long way from the bronze.
Some of those kills just never get away.
Yeah, no, it's such a good. I don't know. It's just one of those games that even after playing it for hours and hours and hours, it's just so fun to sit down to and just turn up the music and just kind of lay waste to things. It's really good time.
Yeah, you go.
And then the medals, as we're saying, there's a ton of medals. And they're all. Oh man, that's a good place to end, I guess. There's a ton of medals, depending on. Yeah, and they're all valued the same. So if you love getting headshots, you can rack up your medals that way. If you love doing glory kills, you can rack up your medals that way. It's really going to be fun to see the different ways people play it and kind of exploit the systems to get those highest scores. So.
Right. Nice. So I think we are all set here. Thanks again to Marty Stratton and Hugo Martin from id for joining us on the stream, and enjoy some Doom when it comes out. Free update next week, and then we'll hear more about arcade mode coming soon.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thanks to everybody
Yeah.
out there that's been playing the game and who's bought it. We really appreciate all the support and
Yeah, it's been
feedback.
It's been awesome reading all the comments. It's been
Yep.
great.
All right. Thanks.
Thanks.
Thank you.